This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. In an interview with Armenian Public Radio published Saturday, French Ambassador Olivier Decottignies confirmed that France will continue its defense partnership with Armenia, despite recent demands from Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev to cancel arms contracts. Last month, Aliyev demanded France immediately stop arming Armenia and for any already delivered weapons to be returned. Paris's official position is that defense cooperation with Armenia continues to help it protect its territory, population, and sovereignty, the ambassador said, while noting relative stability in the region with no serious military incidents for about a year, partly due to the European Union observation mission, which was recently extended for 2 more years. Decottignies expressed concerns about Azerbaijan's threatening statements. The ambassador also revealed plans to open a French consulate in Goris, a city in Armenia's southernmost Sunnik region, calling it the city with the most francophones in the country. Additionally, he reaffirmed the right of Nagorno-Karabakh residents to return to their homes, citing the International Court of Justice's binding decision from November 2023. That decision also outlines the criteria for return, including security, heritage protection, and cultural or religious rights. Everything is clearly stated in black and white, the ambassador emphasized. Regarding Armenia's European integration, Decottignies highlighted that Armenia now has access to European peace instruments for military equipment acquisition, and noted that visa liberalization negotiations have begun. Armenia's residential real estate market may be cooling off after 2 years of unprecedented growth, according to Andranik Harutyunov, a member of the Armenian Real Estate Agencies Association Council. As he told Russian state media outlet Sputnik Armenia, "We used to see all apartments in a building sold within 3 months, just as construction was beginning. But the absence of such frenzy doesn't mean the market is stagnating." Harutyunov called the transition orderly rather than abrupt, marked by rental prices gradually returning to levels before the boom sparked by the flood of mostly Russian émigrés into the market in 2022 with the start of the Ukraine war. The September 2023 ethnic cleansing of Nagorno-Karabakh's residents into Armenia also added to the demand. Properties that jumped to asking $1,000 a month in rent have settled back to half that amount, though many landlords have been reluctant to accept this new reality. The market cooling coincides with the end in January of income tax benefits for new apartment purchases in Yerevan, though developers are working to maintain market dynamism through incentives or building outside the city where benefits are still in effect. The analyst says the situation reflects a return to normalcy rather than a crisis, a natural correction that many residents welcome as a much-needed bringing of astronomical prices back down to earth. The CivilNet Czech fact-checking unit has become the first member from Armenia of the European Fact-Checking Standards Network. The organization unites 50 of Europe's leading fact-checking organizations to fight disinformation by upholding the highest standards of fact-checking and media literacy. EFCSN was established in 2022, and applicants to join are subjected to a thorough review of their work to ensure they meet its strict criteria for accuracy, proper methodology, impartiality, independence, and transparency. EFCSN brings together defenders of free speech and journalistic values who work to make verified and reliable information available to the public. In 2023, CivilNet Czech also became a certified member of the International Fact-Checking Network. As a member of these international networks, CivilNet gains new opportunities to combat disinformation and conduct quality fact-checking, both in Armenia and across Europe. CivilNet Czech began in December 2021 with a primary mission of combating fake news in Armenia. It exposes and raises awareness about disinformation and manipulation, and supports the development of fact-checking journalism. Check out the latest episode of Insights with host Eric Hakopian. He first takes on the controversial remarks made by the Armenian parliament speaker regarding the defense of Artsakh. then explores the introduction of Armenia's new self-declared tax system and unpacks the complex diplomatic relations between Russia and Azerbaijan. You can find a link to the broadcast in this video's description. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 14.9. That was the gold medal score achieved by Armenian gymnast Artur Davityan at the World Cup circuit in artistic gymnastics held in the German city of Cottbus over the weekend. He won by a large margin by sticking a front handspring double front half-out vault. His teammate and fellow Davityan Vahagin won the gold medal in the rings event. This was gymnastics' first major international event since the Olympic Games last summer, in which both Davityans participated, and Artur won a silver in vault. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.